It's so cold.
And refugees.
I am responding to a need to save an addict from the terrifying consequences of indulgence. I suppose your charity doesn't extend to dirty junkies. Is that it?
As it stands, I have no way to verify your story. Had you a prior relationship with us, or the victim was present for our medical staff to...
Prior relationship? So this is a refuge ruled by nepotism, is it?
I deeply apologize for the commotion, darling. We do strive to make every visit to the White Spring a pleasant one.
Finally, you've arrived. I was resigned to having to convince this lunatic that my daughter is dying all by myself.
Do you know this woman? Ah, wonderful.
I believe an apology is in order.
Apologies are ordered to those who deserve them. Nonetheless, it behooves the refuge to help those in need. Perhaps you could provide more coherent details regarding this woman's conundrum. We've heard the name. The stories place it as something rather more dangerous than your average chem.
The High is legendary, reserved for the upper crust of idiots who live in America's playground and still manage to get bored.
It is your daughter we're talking about helping, right?
Oh, give Abigail a break. The move has been stressful for her. Oh, don't tell people about that. You'll scare away the customers.
A nightclub? Here? In the rural mountains of West Virginia?
From what I've seen, you hippies could really use the excitement.
Oh dear. I don't even know where to begin with correcting you. In that case, you will be happy to hear that the leaders of Atlantic City are sponsoring travel for visitors. You might speak to Mr. Jeremiah Hopkins about it, if you haven't already. He has a booth out in the common area, beside the stage. So long as you're willing to provide assistance to the locals during your travels, you may fly to Atlantic City whenever you'd like.
Incredible. Was that so difficult?
You're graciously welcome for the flight, Mrs. Russo. Now I'm afraid I have other duties to attend to. Lennox shall be happy to board you once your preparations are complete. Excuse me.
It baffles me how you're able to deal with that person. I mean, where are they from? The 17th century? Oh, please. I'm a performer. I learned from real-life stage experience. Not from sitting at home reading Shakespeare over and over like that Orlando character must have. It's embarrassing to listen to. Of course I didn't have to. We're all free people, aren't we? I take it upon myself to answer a pain in the ass with a full-body Charlie horse. At a minimum. Honestly, do you not stick up for yourself? Oh, you were you? And what was I supposed to do? Just leave my daughter's fate in the hands of some stranger hundreds of miles away? For all I know, you might throw back the blood at your first opportunity. Then you'll find yourself splayed out naked on the boardwalk 2 days later, choking on your own vomit. I suppose the showman would dispose of you before letting you bare your cheeks on their turf. And then where would that leave me? And Abigail? Wonderful. I'll be having a drink at the bar until our departure. I'll need it to get me through that dreadful flight.
Excuse me! Sorry to interrupt you. I just heard you were going to Atlantic City and It's not safe there. There's a monster. I saw it. People keep going missing. That's why I left.
You're not mouthing off about some Jersey devil, are you? What a load of hogwash. My parents told me that story when I was a child to scare me into submission. Well, it didn't work! And no Jersey devil has snatched me from my bed.
It's real, I swear! Loud tourists, low-tier entertainers, showgoers on their way home from the pier. The devil swoops down from the sky and swallows them whole.
The perfect cover story to disappear anyone inconvenience. That devil almost got me too! Oh, good thing I fled to the mountains!
I should check in with Giuseppe's stock.
They're siphoning its blood and turning it into a drug. That's why it's so angry now.
Marketing tactics. What would you name a chem that's supposed to be the ultimate temptation? Would you call it innocent angel milk? Siphoning blood. No sensible business person would put in all that effort, even if the Jersey Devil was real.
Long ago, a woman known as Mother Leeds cursed her 13th child. When she gave birth to the child one stormy night in the Pine Barrens, it transformed into a winged devil and flew off into the night. It's been tormenting Jersey residents ever since. You did?
Oh, brother! Don't encourage these delusions.
We're lucky to be alive. It had so much evil intent. I still feel its effects. Don't you? At least I warned you. Better for my conscience. Keep your eyes on the skies. So peaceful around here, isn't it?
Yes, I'll be there in just a minute. Let me just get at least 2 tequilas in the tank.
That Skippy guy's a little crazy, but I can't help but like him.
No way I could go up 10,000 feet sober. Flying machines are just, floating death traps. Oh, no such thing as safety regulations anymore. Oh, flying is more like gambling.
Look at the ailments on these refugees. The pit must be a real hellhole.
There's a lot of supplies here that look ripe for the picking.
These robots sure make my job easier.
Oh, did it always smell like this? You would think in a city, people could find a civilized place to relieve themselves. Oh. Very funny. There's more chance to see a pirate ship flying over this city than some kind of winged goat. We are in the casino quarter, which is owned and operated by the Mafia. Toward the coast, we have the boardwalk, proving ground of the showman. And further inland is the city center, where the government continues to keep things half functioning. Oh, smells like they need to hire another garbage man, however. The best bet I can give you is a fellow named Stanley Soriano. He spends all his free time at the High Rollers Lounge in the Neapolitan Casino. Stan is a weak link. Make him feel important, and he'll serve up practically anything on a silver platter. Me? Oh, that would be a bad idea. You be a doll and handle the communications. I'll meet you back here once the job is done. Oh, don't be silly. I'm like a handler. I have to be present to make sure you get the job done. It doesn't mean I'm going to be the one to do it. Don't you worry about what I'm occupied with. It'll just be a distraction. He's a former friend of my husband. One of the most empty-headed coots I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. It's entertaining, really. Tell him anything, and watch the words pass through the void. Don't wait up for me. Or actually, do. One should always have an escape plan.
His Bob before him, and his Bob before him. And,
Don't bother me. I'm on vacation.
I wonder how long it'll be before the dawn shows. You
gotta respect
flush
those again?
for going all in.
You must have the
It's
angels on
constant
your side,
flush
my
with the
friend.
Big guy in the sky for them. You mean you don't see it, Stan? He's playing you. Ain't nobody got that kind of luck. Oh, come on. You know I'd never play you, Stan. You're the man. You know, what I love most about you, Stan, how much faith you put in your friends. God, this is ludicrous. No,
Oh, now what you gonna do that for? You really think he was playing me?
come on, Stan. 3 royal flushes in a row? Now, you grab that cash and take care of your family. I'm headed out.
This is the High Rollers Lounge. Scram if you're not laying cash down. You looking at something? You heard of me? Well, as a matter of fact, I am Stanley Soriano, proud father, handler of official business, and avid patron of this fine establishment. How can I help you? Always a shame when you think someone's got your back, and turns out they're just playing you. But hey, crazy things happen all the time. Just last week, someone was saying that special chips worth double, but they look exactly the same. Now, what was the deal with that, huh? At least put some gold flecks on them or something.
Antonio was a big head to the family. Can't believe that rat ran out on us.
Whoa there! Now, I can hook you up with all kinds of chems. But as for the blood, what makes you think a nobody like you should get access to Atlantic City's most sought-after chem?
Mayor Tim fancies himself the leader of AC. Like some old farmers gonna whack.
Yeah, every junkie on the street's got an important reason. That's why we gotta keep it out of their hands. Devil's blood is for those who can handle it. Contribute to this city. Become an influence. Show you're capable. The blood is your reward.
Caught Sal
Well, since you're so keen on helping Stan,
reputation.
maybe there is something you could do for me. You know why I spend my time in the High Rollers Lounge. Ambition. My fortune's waiting in these walls. I'll give you a chance to help me find them. Take some of my caps and bet them at my lucky slot machine. This is a daily ritual, you see. A crucial one. But it takes me away from my place here at the lounge. Did you listen to a word I said? This little favor could be the biggest moment of my life. Not only that, it's your golden opportunity to demonstrate that you're a friend to Stan. So agree to it or scram. That you will. And really think about what you're doing, huh? The significance of it.
Wonder how long it'll be.
You here to bet big or what? So, how'd it go? Come on! Tell me I hit the jackpot! What? Tampered with? You mean all those years? All those caps? How could this be? Looks like I may need to find a different lucky slot. I've seen other ones with screwdrivers in them. I got a good feeling about those ones. See, it's like someone's trying to ward people off of them. Keep away from the winners. You taking notes? Nah, thanks for the assistance. Playing even a small part in Stan's grand ambitions is something to be proud of. And I'd say it makes you ready for a taste of the best our city has to offer. But first...
Welcome, welcome. Here to be amazed, shocked, and entertained? Well, tonight as our lucky 13th customer, you will get all of that and more for free. Congratulations. That it is! Opening night for our shining young star. Please head straight inside to the stage and take care not to enter restricted areas. We may be a bit late tonight, as we are still awaiting the arrival of one of our cast members. The show simply cannot start without our star clown. Trust me, they are worth the wait.
Nibbles? Is that finally you? Late on opening night? Who hired you? Was it me? We'll be served on a plate to the ravenous masses with their vicious, quivering jaws. Oh, get to the stage already! They await your opening act! I'm not ready yet. I can't be seen like this. Why are you asking me? Everyone knows Evelyn Russo. Oh, how beloved she was. How terrible her humiliation. An artist like her would never accept such a fate. Oh, but that'll be me if you don't get out there soon. Quickly now! You're ruining us! Who else would I be? The mayor? Yes! I can make jokes too. Ha ha! Tee hee! Are you happy now? I have to get ready, and you have to get them ready for me. What am I talking about? What are you talking about? This is your act! Your stage, your hour to sparkle and shine. You must make them laugh. Or when I go out there, they'll gut me where I stand, gore me with their glares, dismember me with their displeasure. It's a sacred responsibility of the opening act. I'm doomed already if you don't know it. I'm doomed. I'm dead where I stand. Not just a show, a masterpiece, an indelible memory. Go now before our audience turns rabid. They must be starving.
Most diabolical Star Clown! This zany jokester never shies from a good gag, even at their own expense. But why don't I let them show you what I mean? Fun fact, nothing stimulates a clown's appetite more than a hearty laugh. A hungry clown will prance and frolic to earn a mouthful of their favorite food, delivered with enthusiasm by their jovial leader. Please welcome this giggle of clowns to the stage and bear witness to their feeding frenzy.
Hey, this isn't diet! You have satiated my appetite. Scrumptious.
And now, for a classic trick with an explosive twist. Watch as this deviously dexterous merrymaker juggles live grenades! That looks like it hurt. We'll be passing out warm towels to wipe any blood off. Let's give it up for our star clown!
You? What are you doing here? You followed me, didn't you? You better explain yourself. Well, if you're so interested, then fine. You weren't supposed to know about all this. There's no avoiding it now. I used to be the star around here. I deserve to have it back. That stage is mine. I'm taking it from this up-and-coming nobody to remind this city exactly what they lost. Or at least, that was my plan. You being here really puts a damper on things. You and Vincenzo have that situation handled. This family has never needed me. Antonio was always busy, and Abigail followed him like a dog. Vincenzo handled everything around the house, but the crowd... They always loved me. I gave them something. I still have more to give. I get rid of Zaid before the final act. Indispose him, mind you. I'm not a murderer. I go on in his place. Put on the show he was meant to. No safety protocols. I prove to the city that if it's truly what they want, I too can evolve. That I'm still worth something. I was the best singer in Atlantic City. Everyone wanted me. Then the world ended. And everyone changed. That Charlotte bitch started feeding them adrenaline in place of talent. I can't compete with a chemical reaction. My only chance to stay relevant was to join them. I became a showman. I put my act on a dangerous high-rise. Let people get off thinking they might see me topple to my death. But I have too much to live for. I was on wires the whole time. I fell one day and the jig was up. After that, the showman wanted my head. I need a chance to redeem myself. These people, they used to love me. They just need to be reminded of that. Then you understand why I have to do this. It's my only chance. I'm nothing without it. It's all I have left. We Russos. We were a family once, but we're broken beyond repair. The only thing I can do is try to pick up the pieces for myself.
Is that Evelyn Russo? The disgrace? Oh! Mother has to hear about this! She's gonna send the whole city after you!
Wait! Come back here, you pathetic nobody! Shit! I didn't expect them to raise the alarm so soon. Well, that throws all my plans out the window. I don't have much time before every showman on the boardwalk is chasing after me with a machete. Before I go, at least indulge me in what exactly it is you're planning. Who do you think you're talking to? Of course I can. I always scrape through somehow. So long as I make it to the vertibird, they're not going to know I'm there. Especially not with Miss Lennox guarding it like her own newborn child. Yes, they put me on their godforsaken hit list after my act went awry. I can't have anyone besmirching the showman's foolhardy reputation. So, anyone who is disgraced in the eyes of the public is erased from history altogether. So, it's dirty business. Well, nothing new in this city. Now, the final act of this little show involves the star clown You throwing knives at poor Zaid against a decorated backboard. There's an obvious option there if bloodshed doesn't make you, queasy. But we do know the showmen take cheating very seriously. And it just so happens that Zaid wears a protective vest underneath his costume. The blood would be on your hands, not mine. I've seen worse in these parts. Hard to make it very far with too many, morals in the way. Puts a sour taste in my mouth, knowing exactly how that feels. But it's the showmen who are delusional, not Zaid and I for valuing our own lives. I'll leave the job to you. I need to scram before Charlotte's loyal human dogs sniff me out.
Every second without laughter brings us closer to death.
Won't you be my friend?
A night of heart-throbbing classics. Where would we be without them? For hundreds of years, art has risked heart and soul, life. So I close with one last visceral threat. The curve of blade to neck. Tantalizingly close. Assistant! Master of laughs! Let loose! And don't you dare gut me! This? It isn't at all what it looks like. My costume. The layers! Oh, it's over! Mother! It's over! Oh, fooled myself. They all see it. I've got to get out of here. Where can I hide?
Who is that wearing my oversized shoes? You think just anyone can honk and giggle? You paid me a punchline! I'll make you pay with your funny bone. I'll twist your neck like a balloon.
Distinguished guests, clowns, and showmen, brace yourself for an unexpected encore! For this impersonating intruder cannot be allowed to leave unpunished! This is now an open-fire venue! Proceed calmly to the nearest exit, or grab your gun!
I love your vacation wear.
I heard the news. Showman are gonna have his head. Probably would have been nicer to cut off a limb or two. As promised, a taste of the devil himself. Now, don't you go blabbing about what you got. Stan's got a tight ship to steer. The Russos are long gone. That is, if there ever was a Russo. I sure don't know any Russos. Now, didn't I just say I got a tight ship to steer? Even if we did have such a doe snooping around the family, who finally got too damn entitled for her own good, I wouldn't tell you nothing about that. Of course not. I wouldn't tell you how useless it would be to go after that little girl. We'd have to have a big damn reason to send guys that far away. And that girl ain't it. See, I wouldn't tell you about any of that. And that's why they count on Stan. Hmm? You understand why, now that I've spelled it out for you? Now don't you forget what Stan did for you. Capiche?
You're a lifesaver. All right, Abby. Down the hatch.
Ven? Mom? And... who are you again? Feels... nice. Oh. Right. Guess I'm in trouble again, huh?
This is just temporary. We need to find you a real solution. An antidote. You got into this abs. Do you know anything about getting off it?
Well, maybe Dad would have told me if he hadn't cut me out. Well, that's all water under the bridge, though. Everything's dandy now. We're in West Virginia. It's a new start. No more jobs, no more Dad. Everything's good. It has to be.
Dad? Thing is, I've tried to get answers from him about all kinds of things. But if he knows something about Devil's Blood, it has to still be in there somewhere. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Look, I know it's awkward, but would you try talking to him? Hey. Thanks. You saved my sister's life.